these things have to be said before the video starts. I'm a huge die-hard Federer fan. The way he plays one-handed backhand, the way he serves and volleys, his cuts, chops, the way he turns, that forehand, that angle on his forehand, just incredible. I love Federer's game. I started watching because of Federer. And obviously, in the beginning, Nadal was there, who was beating Federer a lot, and I used to get nervous. And then, obviously, I played a lot of sports, cricket, basketball, etc. So I think over a period of time, over a few months, I understood that there is somebody who's going to beat him, and obviously, he's the next generation star. So it makes sense that you would beat the previous generation star to come up. And then obviously Djokovic came up, and he has had this incredible run, right? His record, I think, is like 30 out of 34 Wimbledon matches he has won. Amazing. And then Australian Open 9, last 9. I mean, what is going on? Wimbledon 7, French Open 2, that too during the time of Nadal, and he has beaten Nadal, only player to beat Nadal. So, and then Nadal, obviously king of clay. So this match was something. And if you remember 2020, if I'm not wrong, Djokovic was talking a lot, saying that in 2020 the match is being played in the evening, it will behave like hard court, I'll have advantage, all of that. And then Nadal came in the press conference and simply said, yeah, he may win. That's what I love about Nadal. He is like give everything on that one point, and then if it goes my way, that's fine. So now again, these could be words, or this could be his actual attitude, but whatever it is working for him. So this match, incredible, and the way they have compiled the highlights, you will not regret watching these highlights. I'm telling you, if you haven't, watch it. Incredible. I'm starting it. Wait, before I start it, I think I'll have to get recording also. So let me get recording. Here it is. Look at where Nadal is standing. Djokovic comes in, slices, and he on the opposite side. Superb. Nadal is going to run, and whoa. That's the intensity. I think that's the reason that people love Nadal so much. Like every point he's in there, he's giving 100%, and you believe that he will win that point, even though he's going to lose that point. And this is despite all his injuries. Like, you see the number of injuries and problems, physical problems that he has had over the years, and you would think that somebody would, mellow down a little, and like Federer has adapted his game, that he will not do extremes, he will be reserved in his movement because he has to preserve energy, it does not want to get injured. And then on the other side, there is Djokovic, who hasn't got injured at all. And the legendary story from 2007 or 2009 Australian Open, when he was coughing and he had some asthma attacks, and there was a doctor sitting in the crowd who noticed it and reached out to Djokovic's team and told them that he has to go off gluten and he has to practice all these things. Amazing. Huge Federer fan, didn't care about Nadal, Djokovic. Then I started liking Nadal because I thought, oh, amazing, what a guy. And then didn't like Djokovic for a long period of time, until I heard his interviews and saw him winning so much despite everything. Amazing. These three guys. Look at this. And beautiful. What a slice. What a slice. That backhand of Djokovic's, I'm telling you, right from the heavens. That backhand, amazing. Look at this. What accuracy and the power. Gone. Got him off balance. He was expecting the cross court. He went for far.
Nadal.
Ah, nice. Beautiful. Typical Nadal point. Insane. Insane that is. Did you see the angle on that shot? Like Djokovic was winning that point. That's why these two guys, I mean, Federer is out, I mean, almost retired, so leave him. These two guys are incredible how they play. Yeah. Second set, Djokovic. Taking a set from Nadal in French Open on a clay court. Shot. Awesome. Djokovic, I have always thought, is that perfect example. You know, obviously there was a huge shadow of Federer. Then Nadal came. There was a huge shadow of Nadal, and then rivalry and friendship of Federer and Nadal, crowd favorites, etc., etc. And then you had Djokovic, who kept climbing, and he has this completely different personality to these two great guys, and yet he keeps on. I think something has to be said about coming into your own and accepting the way you are and working on your strengths. And obviously he has to learn how to speak, conduct himself, and all of that, because Federer and Nadal are in a different league altogether, and I think he has done tremendously well in that. But with just respect to his tennis, the way he approaches his food or training, or the way he talks about mental preparation, or hiring life coaches, etc., to sort out his issues, amazing what Djokovic has done. Just attacking his backhand. See, pushing him out the court and then forward. Shot. See the angle? Ah, beautiful. Inside out again. Yeah. Federer and Nadal wouldn't do that, but he does. And so good that he does. See, sending him around the court again. Ah. The intensity that Nadal brings. Superb. What a point. And Federer and Nadal wouldn't do this, or there's something like this hyping up the crowd. But beautiful that he does it. He has maintained it. If you remember 2006, 2007, I think around that time he used to imitate Sharapova and Nadal, and there was this. That's why he's called Joker as well. And he has retained that side. So beautiful to watch them. Changes the fact that he changes his t-shirt, not just it's of a different color. I think he did that even in Australian Open 2011. See, pushing him in the backhand corner. He's off balance. and then pushing him again. That's the thing about Nadal. His backhand, think of beauty. See, down the line. The thing about beating Nadal is obviously you have to push him to one corner and then make him run. But the problem with Nadal is that if you push him and you make him run to one corner or the other, he can actually get there and make that shot. The fact that Djokovic does it, I think his backhand, incredible how these two players are. See that angle? Now he'll bounce on it. Oh, he didn't. See, attacked his backhand. Whoa. What a victory! What a victory! Beating Nadal in French Open semis, obviously, and the fact that you are beating a player on this particular court, French Open, on the clay court, not not in the recent years or whatever. He has been the man to beat for the last 15 years or so, and the fact that you have beaten him, and that is such an accomplishment. Like, what does it say about Nadal, and then what does it say about Djokovic? The kind of standards that these two players have set. Unreal. It is unreal. Did anyone notice that he was down 0-2 in the fourth set, won 6 games in a row against Nadal on clay in French Open, might I add? Did anyone notice? Yeah, exactly. It's beautiful. Novak is just a monster. He punished Nadal's backhand. Exactly. And how well Nadal recovered in 2022. Great. The most brutal and complete match ever played on clay in tennis history. Exactly. And on the hard courts, it has to be Australian Open. And the only 2 players in the world who have the technical, physical and mental ability to play at that level. Didn't disappoint. Diego Schwartzman summed it up perfectly when he tweeted, "Do these guys even play the same game as us?" Exactly. Without a doubt, one of the best Grand Slam matches of all time. And if you try and compile that, you would definitely find Nadal, Djokovic in that. And sometimes Federer in there. I've been watching tennis since the mid-80s and can confidently say that the third set is the most incredible set of tennis I've ever seen. And, someone like me who doesn't like this sort of a game, I like Federer's game where there is, at least to me, there is more flair, there is more style. At least to me, it is very, very stylish. But even I enjoyed this particular match. Everyone agrees third set of this match was the best one in tennis history. Not just a match. This was pure war. One of the greatest I've ever seen. We're so blessed that we live at the same time with these incredible players. Huge respect. I saw Noel went against Federer in the final in US Open 06-07. He was 19. No one around was cheering for him except me. Which is true because Federer was the man to beat at that time. I feel something very special in him. No one knew who he was or where he came from. But he knew what he wanted. He was funny too. I'll never forget. Look at who he is now. Yeah. A lot of respect for Djokovic. He not only has to battle it out with the opponent, but generally the crowd also. And obviously, if you are counting the positives or the great things about him, obviously people will talk about how the crowd is not in favor of him. I won't say that the crowd is against him. It's just that when he's playing Federer or Nadal, they are crowd favorites. And crowd favorites, it's a strange thing. Crowd favorites have really very little to do with accomplishment. Obviously, there is some accomplishment there, obviously, but some people are just, like Michael Jordan or Sachin Tendulkar or Maradona. So there are some players who just click, or Messi for that example. They just are crowd favorites. You can't do anything. But again, kudos to Djokovic for learning how to cope up with that and continue to win, beating Federer in Wimbledon, on Nadal in French Open. Amazing. It's truly amazing how he manages to keep his composure. Exactly. Bravo to Novak. He has never gotten the recognition he so deserves. Yeah, I mean, Federer's shadow is too big at this time for him. I think he has definitely gotten recognition, and he will definitely be recognized. I think that's why he understands that he has to win more and more slams. The most impressive win against Nadal on clay ever. Nobody's talking about Nadal being injured or something like that. That Djokovic backhand is incredible. Yeah, so powerful. Yes, powerful, but so consistent. Third set was longer than a football match. Oh, really? I'll never forget this one. Never liked Nod. Didn't like watching his game, but he's the GOAT. Could win up to 25 slams. Beats Federer on grass, Nadal on clay. Incredible. Yeah, same thought I have. It's incredible how much harder they hit the ball when they play each other. Never in my life have I seen a player learn from his own mistakes plus the mistake of all the former opponents of his opponent and adjust to that, devise a game plan and execute it to perfection like Novak did. Novak literally learned from the mistakes he had committed against Rafa at RG plus mistakes of... That's the thing about victory, right? You can say a lot of things and all of them seem to fit or make sense. I've been a Djoko fan since 2011. Can't tell you how much joy it feels to see someone evolve to become the GOAT. Exactly. Beautiful journey. Beautiful journey. I come back to this video every few days to relive the raw emotion I felt during the game and really appreciate what we witnessed. Yeah, this ranks as one of Novak's greatest achievements. No doubt. There's no doubt. Every time I'm bored, I come back here and see the highlight reel. Amazing, right? Those two inside out forehand shots, first by Nadal and then by Djokovic. I believe the three greats retired. Djokovic will ultimately be the greatest player of all time and win the most slams. I think, and he should, because he's next generation to Federer. So obviously he will win more than Federer, and I think even Nadal, because now Nadal is too injured, and plus his game apart from clay on Australian Open. I mean, if Novak is there, then it's difficult to beat him in Australian Open. But I hope Nadal makes a comeback on all those surfaces as well. But Djokovic seems to be the most poised to win the maximum Grand Slams. Novak Djokovic, no more words needed. I think he has been recognized. This is one of the iconic matches. Amazing. I loved it. I just loved this particular match, even though I'm not a huge fan of their styles of play. More like Federer's style of play, but this match was insane. Amazing the way they played. If you have any comments, let me know. If you watched this match, let me know. And what did you find so interesting and engrossing about the match? Let me know in the comments, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye. Take care.